Three clowns tried to score some free digs on MYUU Circle on August 17th, 2015, around 1:30 p.m. No one was home, so these geniuses trashed the place like a hurricane and snagged anything not glued down. These jokers went on a full-blown rummage raid. Cabinets got raided, packages got ripped open, and they even hit the fridge like it was their own personal bar. Look at this dude, chugging drinks like he owns the place. Unreal. One of the dimwits, Everth Amador, got caught by Santa Clara PD a week later for this burglary and probably other boneheaded moves. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, that one. The other two knuckleheads, check the pictures, are still MIA, probably high-fiving over their haul of mismatched socks and dusty picture frames. They're described as Hispanic dudes, somewhere between 18 and 22. Suspect number 2 has a mystery tattoo on his right arm, maybe a misspelled inspirational code or something. Check out this crazy video. Cars are slamming on their brakes because some young dude just started across the street without even looking. Seems like he's running for his life from something. Suddenly it all makes sense. Turns out, soldiers are hot on his tail, probably been chasing him for a while. Traffic's dead stopped as these soldiers jumped over the median to nab this guy. They catch up to him in a flash and slap the cuffs on. Word on the street is this dude's a cartel member on the run. Soldiers take him into custody and haul him away. Mission accomplished. Late night video games turned into a real-life hero moment for a 12-year-old in Columbia, South Carolina.
I was just playing the game, and then while I had my headphones on, I hear like a pop. So I look outside the window and I see like fire, like the light of a fire. So I'm like, maybe my neighbors are having a fire.
This young man was engrossed in his game when flames erupted next door. But instead of staying glued to the screen, he sprang into action, rushing outside to investigate.
Yeah, our neighbor's house caught on fire, and then the wind was blowing towards our house, so then it caught our house on fire.
He saw a horrifying sight, his neighbor's house engulfed in fire. Without hesitation, he raced back inside, adrenaline pumping, to wake his sleeping parents. Thanks to his quick thinking, the entire family escaped the blaze unharmed. The fire, however, spread rapidly, devouring their own home and leaving only a charred skeleton behind.
Everything in there is burnt. It's just the walls are pretty much still up just in that room. So our house, it's a complete loss. There's nothing left but one of the rooms in the very back.
While the physical loss is devastating, they're counting their blessings. They're now living in a hotel, facing a year of temporary housing until their house can be rebuilt. But through it all, they're grateful for one thing, their son's heroism that saved their lives.
I'm like so proud of him. He's very responsible always, but yeah, to be that quick on his feet and run in and get us, and everybody got out safe and unharmed was amazing.
This story is a powerful reminder that bravery can come from unexpected places, and sometimes all it takes is a quick reaction to turn a potential tragedy into a story of survival. This motorcycle chase was nuts.
When the biker rode off the main interstate onto a dirt road.
Let's see what's up ahead of him here, and that's what's up ahead. See, there's the bridge that's under construction. Let's see if he can even...
The rider weaved through traffic on freeways like a pinball, with the cops trailing close behind in a chopper. Dude was seriously dodging cars, practically brushing their doors with his handlebars. It was crazy. Then things got even more interesting. The biker took a sharp turn and bolted onto a dirt road in a construction zone. Big mistake. The rough ground was no match for his fancy bike, and he totally lost it, tumbling to the ground.
And here comes one of the officers here with guns drawn, 2 officers from CHP. So this guy really kind of a boy.
Talk about a reality check. The cops rolled up fast, weapons drawn, and apprehended the defeated rider. Guess that high-speed joyride came to a screeching halt. This motel check-in isn't what it seems. These 2 guys and 2 girls are planning something awful.
Sure, you can take it for 3 hours, max is $50.
They're luring a guy online, setting him up for a robbery and assault in their motel room. The worst part? They recorded the whole thing, including the victim naked. Now the police are using that video to track down these creeps. This is a nightmare situation. I hope they catch these guys and the victim gets justice. Atlanta cops came to the rescue after a nightmare situation unfolded. Body cam footage shows them pulling off a dramatic save after a 9-year-old child was snatched in a carjacking. The little boy was tragically left in the back seat when his mom, Miss Jerica Moore, ran into a store. That's when 38-year-old Darius White saw his chance and took off with the car, child and all. Luckily, Atlanta PD wasn't messing around. They teamed up with other officers and tracked down the stolen car. The video shows the tense moments as they swooped in to rescue the scared child.
You're up, look around Vogel Street and Evans Street. Yeah, information of GSD ready.
Go, 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 go.
He cut off on people.
Give me the air. People's northbound towards Oak Street. GSP is behind him. GSP pit. GSP pit. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Get the out the car. Get the open the door. Open the door.
So you're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill me. Why would y'all do that, man?
Get up.
Please don't, don't beat me up, man. Listen, don't get on that. Y'all trying to kill me. Don't fight me, man.
Get on the ground.
Don't fight me. Stop, don't fight me. He don't stop trying to fight me. He don't stop trying to fight me. He don't please stop. He don't please.
Put your hands down.
Please get out of your hands. I didn't have to actually ran into us. He hit us. He hit us. That's messed up. He hit us. He's trying to kill us. He hit us. That's messed up.
White was apprehended and slapped with kidnapping, child cruelty, and theft charges, facing some serious jail time for its terrible choices. This is a stark reminder to always double check you've got your car secured, especially with precious cargo on board. So on May 31st around 3:05 p.m., Officer Pisani from Hoboken PD gets called to 528 Washington Street. Apparently, a 26-year-old woman got punched in the ear by some random lady. Officer Pisani rolls up to the scene a few minutes later and chats with the victim, who describes her attacker.
3:10 now. When did this happen?
Probably like 3:05.
And what happened?
I just was walking down the street and
This way, that way?
down 6th Street.
So
And,
you were on 6th Street?
and she just came up to me, just hit me, like out of nowhere. I was walking, I was looking down, and I felt lifted my head. She hit me.
How many times?
Just on this side of my head, but pretty hard in my ear.
After getting the details, Officer Pisani hops back in our car to find this woman. Lo and behold, at 3:17 p.m., she spots someone matching the description in front of 302 Washington Street. And guess what? Officer Pisani recognizes her right away. It's 37-year-old Jessica Rosewall. Let's just say Hoboken PD knows her well from past encounters.
Jessica, come here. Come here. No. Today is the day.
What's up? What are you bothering me for today?
This time around, Jessica seems way more chill. She even cracks a joke, asking Officer Pisani if she's been missed. Not the time for small talk though, because Officer Pisani cuffs Jessica on the spot.
I just got a toothbrush. You want to get my toothbrush?
Come on.
You missed me or something?
I did. How have you been?
Oh,
God damn it, you're the only person that...
Okay, but you're going around smacking people.
I never smacked nobody in my life.
Well, it's 100% your description.
That's cool, but they're probably trying to frame me for something I didn't do.
Okay.
You didn't even get a
having,
call. No, I'm not having anything.
You're not having any mental episode right now? Nothing to drink?
Nothing to drink.
No drugs?
No drink, no drugs. I got my medication yesterday from the doctor.
You look out there, but I 100% got a description of you.
Well, you know that they always do that when they're bothering somebody else. It's whatever's convenient for them, you know?
I'm just gonna have you stand over here by the car, okay?
Yeah, I'll wait for you to call it in. Anyway, why did you miss me, Faizan?
I haven't done with you. I thought it was a good thing.
It is a good thing.
You look better.
I still wanted to see you, but I'm busy. I just got off work. I gotta go home and relax.
You look better.
Thank you.
What have you been doing besides right now?
I've been going to all the meetings. I've been going to all my doctor's appointments.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
I've got a little extra time with my family to go on vacation finally.
Nice. Where'd you go?
We went to Hawaii.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Backup arrives with Officer Calderon on his motorcycle, and they take Jessica to the station with Officer Pisani leading the way.
Gotta unbuckle me though, I can't today.
Hey, you did it last time.
Oh, today no, not today. I miss you too. It's our anniversary, me and Miss Paisan.
This one.
Allow it. I haven't been here in so long. Twice, I knew somebody was gonna disturb my peace today.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yellow sign.
Once they get to the station, Jessica gets a more thorough search and gets comfy. Photos, fingerprints, the whole 9 yards. Finally, Jessica gets hit with a charge of aggravated assault and gets shipped off to the Hudson County Correctional Facility. Rough day for Jessica.
Like, that's stupid. They walked right into me. I didn't hit nobody. Anyway, I'm gonna calm down and just relax.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate being able to relax.
This deputy got tangled up in a crazy chase with a meth cook on wheels. The dude was flying down the road, loaded with who knows what, and wouldn't pull over for nothing. Cops tried to box him in with a rolling roadblock, like a scene out of a movie. First try worked, but this maniac swerved around it and kept on hauling butt.
No!
The chase went on for ages, with the biker weaving in and out of traffic like a pinball. Finally, after some crazy stunts, he lost control and went down hard in the far left lane. Guess that escape plan went up in smoke. Gangsters aren't always the scared dudes in the movies, you know? This next video shows a BMX biker who needs to learn how to look where he's going. He flies around a corner without a care and nearly crashes into a gang member and his young one. Yikes.
Relax, bro. Oh, my bad, bro. I was jumping off of this. Total accident, dude. Sorry about that.
The cyclist slams on his brakes and apologizes like crazy, and it seems like the gangster is gonna let it slide. But then, the cyclist does the dumbest thing ever. He pulls the same risky move again. This dude is tempting fate. Let's hope he doesn't get flattened next time. These two soldiers are playing with serious fire. One's holding a mortar shell, like seriously, and then they shove a whole weapon shell right in there. Talk about tempting fate. You'd think that's crazy enough, right? Nope, they're actually hammering that weapon shell deeper, like it's some kind of DIY disaster project. It's enough to give you nightmares thinking about the whole thing going boom at any second, but these guys apparently trying to break the record for most insane ways to die are just going for it. Wild. Ever seen something you just can't explain, no matter how hard you try? This next clip might seem almost laughable, but you gotta watch it for yourself. A car pulls into a nearly full parking lot, finding only a few open spots. Then, out of nowhere, a figure that looks like an extra from The Ring appears behind a covered car. The car in front of her starts to rise, frame, cover, and all, leaving the spot open. The car that just drove up can now park. This could be a really elaborate prank made to look way creepier than it is. Or the other option is something totally supernatural. One seems a lot more likely, but what do you think? A Reddit user named MYUU just dropped a video on the UFO subreddit that's got everyone scratching their heads. It's a super clear shot of a bright blue sky, perfect for a summer skydive. But here's the crazy part. There's a guy skydiving, and something weird is trailing right behind him. The video is kind of blurry because it's zoomed in from far away, but people are saying it's a UFO. MYUU says he zoomed in even closer and saw this thing moving strangely around the object, almost like planets orbiting a star. He thinks it might not be something natural because bugs in the video aren't acting weird. The comments are wild. Some folks say it looks like a giant atom with electrons whizzing around it. Whatever it is, one thing's for sure, that skydiver is probably having second thoughts about jumping out of planes ever again. This next video is pure road rage gone gangsta wrong. This jerk-off in a car keeps brake checking the driver with a dash cam, trying to act tough and block him from passing. He even throws threats around, but the driver ain't backing down. Probably not the smartest move to cut off a gang member, but hey, some people have nerves of steel. Things escalate when the gangster and his girlfriend try to slash a driver's tires with a knife. Let's just say they get a face full of pepper spray for their troubles. Instant karma. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? This old news report might be grainy, but it's still scary. It's about a meltdown at a nuclear power plant near 3 Mile Island.
For many years, there has been a vigorous debate in this country about the safety of the nation's 72 nuclear energy power plants. That debate is likely to be intensified because of what happened early this morning at a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania.
Thankfully, no one got hurt, and it wasn't as bad as Chernobyl. But here's the thing, this accident could have been a total disaster.
Inside the containment building, the radiation is reportedly being measured at from 50 Rankins per hour at the base to 4,000 Rankins per hour at the top. Anything above 600 is considered deadly.
One tiny little problem inside the plant almost turned into a nightmare situation. Even though they couldn't figure out what went wrong at first, it turns out a bunch of mistakes stacked up. Faulty equipment, bad training. This accident caused a partial meltdown and ranked pretty high up on the nuclear oops scale. It basically boiled down to a plumbing issue that snowballed way out of control, and the plant workers didn't even realize the seriousness of it all. No wonder people were scared after this.
Mike Janowski was working inside.
Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything. All you hear is the turbine trip, and down she comes, and they announce it, and away you go.
It's a sobering reminder of the importance of safety and proper training, especially when you're dealing with nuclear power. 2 freeway chases landed multiple people in cuffs. One involved a motorcycle rider who went wild, weaving through traffic like a maniac. This rider was speeding like crazy and didn't give a flying fig about safety. A brave motorcycle cop managed to catch up and pull up right next to the biker. In a super ballsy move, the cop leaned in and yelled at him to pull over. There was a tense moment where it seemed the chase might keep going, with the biker even arguing with the cop, but eventually, maybe after realizing he was pushing his luck, the biker finally pulled over onto the exit ramp. Chase over, dude in cuffs. Wild ride. Montgomery County Police are hunting for a crew of thugs who pulled off a brutal home invasion last July 10th on Key West Avenue in Rockville. They've released some grainy footage and are asking for your help to ID these creeps. Here's what went down. Around 1:25 a.m., the victim parked his car in the apartment complex garage. As he got out, a group of 6 guys in their 20s swarmed him. They were armed with weapons and didn't waste any time. They beat the guy up, tied him with zip ties, and even stabbed him. These guys then forced the victim into their own car and drove him to who knows where. Once they got somewhere private, they made him unlock his apartment. That's where they grabbed a safe full of cash and jewelry before disappearing into the night. Thankfully, other family members who were inside the apartment during the robbery weren't hurt. Police arrived at the scene and rushed the victim to the hospital with serious injuries, but luckily, he'll be okay. The footage they got isn't the best, but detectives described one suspect as a male with curly hair, medium build, and wearing a black ski mask and black clothes. The other 5 were in their 20s, armed with weapons, and all dressed in black. Let's help get these thugs off the streets. You know that creepy feeling of watching your house security footage at night? TikTok user Missandra35 knows it all too well. Back in early 2023, she saw something bizarre on her Ring doorbell camera that left her seriously spooked. The video shows the middle of the night, and guess what walks out of her front door? A little white figure that kinda looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost, which is the only not so terrifying part. But wait, it gets weirder. At the 25-second mark, something else darts into the frame, a dark figure in a dress. Then the video cuts out, leaving us with a giant question mark. Missandra35 has no idea what's going on here, and the comment section is blowing up with theories. Ghostly roommates? Interdimensional fashion show? Who knows? One thing's for sure, this video will definitely creep you out. This is a Texas chase story with a spicy twist. Back in February 2024, a state trooper pulled over a car with some surprises inside. Turns out, there was an undocumented immigrant and an MS-13 gang member wanted for human smuggling, but these weren't your average traffic stop kind of folks.
Come on, dude. Go, 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 go.
When the trooper went to make the arrest, they hit the gas and led the cops on a high-speed chase down the highway. For miles, they swerved and weaved, trying to outrun the troopers. Thankfully, the troopers weren't giving up. They chased the car until the suspects finally had enough.
Clear. Which way to go? No idea.
They ditched the car, jumped a ranch fence, and bolted on foot. Catch them on the ground? Maybe not, but the troopers had a secret weapon, a helicopter.
Alright, DPS unit, that guy in the tan, green shirt, or sweater, that's the driver. And we got eyes on the 3 right now.
From the sky, they tracked down the suspects and called in Border Patrol. In the end, both people in the car were arrested for evading arrest and human smuggling. Not the joyride they were hoping for, right? Good job, troopers.
Taking any type of medication at all? No. Are you supposed to take medication? Okay. You don't want to hurt yourself, do you? Or you don't want to hurt anybody else? You don't want to commit suicide or anything like that, right? Okay.
This story of Nasim Aghdam is a real head-scratcher. Aghdam, an Iranian-American woman, opened fire at YouTube's headquarters in California, wounding 3 people before taking her own life. Apparently, she was really unhappy with how YouTube ran things, especially how it affected her channel. Some folks think that frustration fueled her attack, like a way to get back at them.
We're gonna do, we just had to make sure that you were okay. Okay. So we have to call your dad. We're just gonna let him know that you're fine and you wish not to be contacted. And we checked your well. Well, we have to tell him. We have to tell him that we found you, right? But I mean, legally we have to do that. We have to say, well, we found her. She is fine. She left home because she doesn't want to be there anymore, and she doesn't want to be contacted.
Here's the weird part. Cops spoke with Ogdom just hours before the shooting. She was snoozing in a parking lot not too far from YouTube, but they said she seemed totally calm and normal during their 20-minute chat. No red flags, no hints of violence. So what caused her to snap? That's the big question. What do you think? The Selmet cam footage shows a wild chase where a suspect tries to outrun the cops. He speeds through a neighborhood like a maniac, weaving through tight corners and narrow streets on his motorcycle. But he gets cocky. During a sharp turn, he loses control and crashes his bike. Not wanting to go down without a fight, he ditches the motorcycle and tries to bolt on foot. Big mistake. The police were hot on his tail and tackled him in no time. Turns out, this wasn't his first rodeo. Later investigations revealed he pleaded guilty to a whole bunch of crimes. Albuquerque chills turned into heart-stopping drama when a little girl named Caroline Leon Alcacar was carjacked.
You're okay. She's okay. She's okay. Just getting warm. You're okay, baby.
Caroline was just hanging out in the back seat while her mom popped into a store, but in a flash, the car vanished. With Caroline still inside, thankfully, Officer Chris Paccia, a dad of 3 himself, found a tiny, scared figure all alone in a cold parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. You said warmer his ear. Are you okay, sweetie? Hi, baby girl.
It was Caroline. Officer Paccia, a true hero, scooped her up and brought her into his warm cruiser.
I was using my spotlight and I saw a ball of purple in the middle of a parking lot and thought that weird, and I drove into the parking lot and I immediately could tell it was a kiddo. On my way home, I started crying too. I was just very happy and thankful that we were able to find her.
The reunion with her parents caught on body cam is a tearjerker. The bad guys? Still out there. Police are hunting for the creeps who put this little girl at risk, but for now, everyone's just grateful Caroline's safe. This home video shows the last normal day in Bradley Lyon's life. He leaves for work, comes home, then everything goes dark. Shockingly, a group of so-called vigilantes showed up at his house, snatched him away, and ended his life in the cruelest way possible. Here's the awful part. His wife accused him of something terrible, something he didn't do, and convinced these people to take matters into their own hands. They took Lyons on a horrific journey. For over 20 hours, he was trapped in a car trunk, baking in the summer heat. Then the torture began. Chainsaws and other tools were used on him before he was finally shot. The worst part, his remains were incomplete. Some bones were just missing. The wife got a measly 7.5 years in jail, but the leader who pulled the trigger will spend the rest of his life behind bars. This is a story of a terrible injustice and a reminder that nobody should take the law into their own hands. And the super creepy subreddit Paranormal Encounters, where people share real ghost stories and sightings. A dude named Dependent Ad 695 just dropped a video that'll give you chills. The footage, filmed way back in the early 2000s by his uncle, starts out normal. Just a guy walking around in a field on a sunny day. Then things get weird. The uncle stops and zooms in on something in the distance. There's definitely something out there in the grass with them, but what is it? Nobody knows, and the internet is going wild with theories. Some folks think it has little round ears, like a cougar, which wouldn't be too bad. Others say it's a giant grasshopper. There's even talk of Bigfoot or a shadowy figure. The mystery continues. Maybe someday we'll get a better look and crack this case. Gangs aren't just for grown-ups anymore. These days, young ones are getting recruited way too young, learning how to be tough and scary on the streets.
Come on, Norman. Let's go, nigga. Put your hands on him. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ain't no one jumping in. Everyone back the up. Back up.
This next video might look like a typical schoolyard fight, but there's a dark side to it. See, some of these teenagers are actually backed by real gangs. There's no messing around here. These fights can get serious fast. And the worst part? When things escalate between the young ones, the grown-up gang members jump in, and that's when things get really violent. This is messed up. Young ones shouldn't be living like this. This deep sea video is going to give you the chills. A camera meant to explore the ocean floor captures some creepy crawlies, but then it zooms in on something strange and unsettling in the distance. Now, this thing could be totally normal, just kind of freaky looking because we've never seen it before. But then again, maybe it's a real-life deep-sea monster. It kind of looks like those blurry ninja videos we've seen before, the ones that leave you scratching your head and wondering what in the world you just saw. Well, this is like that, but even deeper and creepier because it's in the Arctic Ocean. As if you needed another reason to be scared of the dark depths of the sea, this beady-eyed critter might be lurking down there waiting to say hello. Body cam footage shows a dramatic turn of events during a routine traffic stop in Naperville on June 3, 2022. An officer pulled over a vehicle on northbound Bond Street near McDowell. About 12 minutes into the stop, another car pulls up and a man jumps out. He charges at the officer with a hatchet. The officer is forced to use their firearm, striking the attacker.
Alright, you can take a picture and send it to me. Who are you?
The officer holds him at weapon point until backup arrives. This is a sobering reminder of the dangers police officers face. While any loss of life is tragic, thankfully no bystanders or the officer were hurt. The situation escalated quickly, going from a traffic stop to a violent attack in a matter of moments. Our thoughts are with the family of the deceased. This highlights the bravery required of police officers who put themselves in the line every day. This TikTok by Mandy from February will send shivers down your spine. It's security camera footage from her baby's room, and everything seems normal at first, but then a creepy face and hands appear in the window. The video gets even more unsettling when you zoom in. Mandy says there's a child lock on the window, so nobody could have opened it. Plus the lights in the room flicker and shut off, and Mandy insists she didn't do it. Seriously, this is like something out of a horror movie. Let's hope Mandy and her baby get out of there if their house is haunted or something. This is not the crib cam footage you want to see. In May 2024, a businessman was driving his truck through a sketchy part of town when he noticed two motorbikes tailing him. He tried to shake them, but luck wasn't on his side. The streets were too narrow to speed away, and before he knew it, there was a weapon aimed at him. He'd fallen right into their trap, and now he was paying the price. The surveillance footage captures the whole distressing scene, showing the gangsters beating up the poor guy and taking all his money before they made their getaway. CCTV footage captured the last moments of Gaynor Lord. Cameras caught her on Friday, December 8th, walking on Bedford Street in Norwich around 2:47 p.m. The trail goes cold soon after. We see Gaynor crossing Queen Street and entering Tombland, seemingly headed towards the cathedral. But then, nothing. Eerie, right? The footage picks back up 30 minutes later, but this time, Gaynor's leaving the cathedral grounds. Where did she go from there? That's the big question the police are grappling with. This information might hold the key to unraveling the mystery of Gaynor Lord's disappearance. This is a close call down in Florida. A dad was chilling at home with his young ones, watching TV when some trouble showed up. A career criminal tried to barge into their house, but thankfully the doors were locked tight. The good news is the police were on the scene super fast. Cameras caught the whole thing. The attempted break-in, the cops arriving, everything. When the crook couldn't get in, he grabbed a brick and charged at the officer. The dad, obviously scared, opened the door to see what was happening, but then the officer had to shoot the suspect. The dad slammed the door shut and got his young ones to safety in another room. Thank goodness they didn't see that. Even after getting shot, this criminal wouldn't back down. He charged again and the officer had to shoot him a few more times. It's a scary situation, but luckily no one inside the house got hurt. This is a good reminder to always keep your doors locked and why we appreciate our quick-thinking police officers. In the middle of the night, you're woken up by a strange noise. You go outside to check it out and see three men stealing your car's catalytic converter. You've caught them red-handed, but you're helpless. You can't yell because they might have a weapon. What do? The worst part is a thief's attitude. They don't even care that you're there.
What are you gonna do? Alright, mate. Have a nice evening. Piece of shit.
The way they escape shows just how little they respect you. It's a terrifying situation. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, the best thing to do is call the police and report the crime. Don't try to intervene yourself. It's simply not worth the risk. Picture this, soldiers stranded in the boonies, needing a fire but fresh out of lighter fluid. So these guys get real creative, pull out an anti-tank mine. Now at first it's anyone's guess what they're planning. One soldier plops the thing down, grabs an axe like he's about to chop firewood, and starts whacking at it. Takes him some muscle, but finally the mine cracks open. He holds it up, revealing the insides. Enough explosive material to light a bonfire fit for a king, or maybe not the best idea. Talk about using extreme measures to get a campfire going. Uber driving can be a wild ride, and sometimes the craziest characters aren't even your passengers.
Okay, I'm actually behind Target. What? Dude, I'm doing it.
This driver is just chatting with his customer, telling them where they're at, when a dude rolls up to the window looking like he stepped out of a gang movie. Looks like this driver's day is about to get interesting, and maybe a little scary. So this happened back in February of last year. Local cops in Palm Bay were hot on the tail of a former councilman, 34-year-old Peter Filiberto. He was on a motorcycle and wasn't exactly riding like a saint. We're talking swerving, speeding, the whole shebang. The chase went on for a bit. He wipes out trying to make a turn to ditch the cops. Luckily, no one got hurt. When the officer finally cuffs him, Filiberto's all chill, no resistance whatsoever. Seems he knew he was busted.
Yeah, I got my altitude. What the hell are you doing, man?
Enjoying my night.
Enjoying your night? Trying to take off from me, man.
I was not.
You were not?
No, sir.
Stay right there. You have anything on you that's gonna poke or stick me?
No, sir.
Huh? Yeah.
Alright, babe. Can you take my sunglasses off, please?
Hold on one second. Here.
Thanks, sir.
Why are you running, man? You're not running.
I had you on check.
When I lit you up over there, okay.
I was looking for a safe space to pull.
But then you just tried to turn around and you fell off your motorcycle, and that's why.
I was trying to put a kickstand down. Foxtrot 416 674.
That's why you're running.
Why, sir? What?
Stay 10-4. Something else. If you refuse to take the test that I requested of you, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for the first refusal, or 18 months if your driving privilege has been previously suspended, or if you've been previously fined under Florida State Statute 327.35215 for refusing to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood.
They searched him before hauling him to the station for booking. Apparently, Filiberto was facing a whole list of charges: reckless driving, driving under the influence, DUI, refusal to submit, and possibly more. Not a good look for a former councilman, right? He ended up spending some time in the Brevard County Jail, but someone must have posted bail because he got out pretty quick. Still, that's a rough way to spend an evening. Maybe this will be a wake-up call for a Filiberto.
My dad turns his district attorney.
Oh, hold on.
He tells me you guys tell him this all the time.
So picture this, it's January 6th and officers get called to a hotel because some lady is going wild. Apparently she's trashing the place and yelling at the staff after they tell her to leave. The officers roll up and meet with a hotel worker who got the brunt of this woman's meltdown. This employee says the woman threatened them after they walked by her room.
Oh, you went to go knock, you didn't talk to her, and then she came out starting to yell at you?
I didn't even knock. I was walking because I have to do some inspections, and we wanted to just walk. So when I was walking to that room, she came outside and started talking to me in that way.
Did she threaten you?
Yeah.
What'd she say? But what'd she say?
She was charging up to me.
Okay, but what, is it this one?
No, it's upstairs.
238 up here.
Upstairs.
Okay.
Another dude says she even charged at him. Not cool. The officers, along with the victims, head up to the woman's room. They find her tossing stuff around like a mini hurricane. They explain they're there to investigate the whole scene, and let's just say this woman does not take it well.
This one? Yes. Hello, ma'am. Officer Garcia, can you step outside for me?
I'm getting the fuck out.
Can you step outside for me?
Get the fuck out.
Alright, can I step inside you?
I'm getting the fuck out, dude.
Can I come in?
You can come in and stop my fucking thing.
Alright, cool. You're gonna stop moving your stuff? We're
Hey,
investigating.
what the hell?
We're investigating, okay? So
This
you're not
is
allowed to
my-
leave.
No, yes I am.
You're not gonna
They
leave.
kicked me out and I have a job.
Alright, you're not
I'm
gonna
sorry,
leave.
but I have
You're
a
not
job.
gonna leave. I'm investigating assault on somebody.
Who?
And you're throwing items.
Who?
Or were you throwing items? They're
No.
saying that they're
I
saying.
have not thrown anything.
Okay, so right now you're not free to go. If you keep yelling at me, you keep acting, trying to leave, we're gonna put you in handcuffs.
Okay,
you're not free to
well-
go. Put your stuff down, and you're not free to go.
This is my
Put your stuff down, and
shit.
you're not free to go. What's your first name?
I don't need to give you that information.
All right,
Sorry.
if you want to add a charge of concealing, that's fine.
That's not concealing.
It is concealing.
No,
I'm
it's
asking you
not.
for your- I'm conducting an investigation.
An investigation on what?
Okay, so you're not gonna give me your information?
I don't have to give you my information.
That's fine,
I
you
have
have
the right to remain silent.
Okay, remain silent. That's fine, but you're not free to go.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I actually
You're not free to
am.
The officer tries to explain things calmly, but the woman starts blasting denials. To top it all off, she refused to ID herself and tries to pull the "my dad's a big shot" card, claiming her father's a district attorney and he'll get the officer in trouble.
My dad is James motherfucking dog.
Okay.
District fucking attorney.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is perfectly fine. He can put
No,
you in handcuffs.
That's fine.
Just for doing this.
You're not free to go.
Yeah, well,
Well, you're not free.
you have nothing on me, so I am free to go.
Is he the one that's coming out with me? You're not free to go.
Yes, I am. I know my rights.
Hey, the
Just
RP
because
is
an
outside of the room,
LCPD
and I'm right here
officer,
with her, if you could just get more
I'm right here
information.
with her. Who is with her?
What's your name?
Exactly.
That's what I'm asking you.
You don't know my name, so you have nothing on me.
So you're saying that you didn't do anything, right?
No. So
Okay.
I am
So
free to
you're
go.
saying that you didn't threaten
I
them
didn't what?
verbally?
No.
Okay. Did you throw anything at anybody's car?
No.
Okay. They're saying that they did and that they have video footage of it.
Okay, well, show me the video footage.
I can't leave you because you're not free to go. That's what I'm trying to say. So what's your first name?
You.
That's good.
Yeah. You want to double the charges?
That's fine.
You're going to double the charges?
That's fine.
Really?
You're not gonna leave.
Well, you're getting charged.
Okay, you're not gonna leave.
And you're getting charged.
Okay.
Have fun in jail.
Things escalate when the woman lunges at the female officer. Now it's scuffing time.
Cause she's trying to leave. You're not gonna leave.
Hostage.
Put your stuff down.
Hey! Hey! Get off me!
Hey, hey.
Get the away from me!
Hey,
This
relax.
is harassment!
Relax.
Harassment,
Hey,
bro!
hold on, I'm trying to
Get
talk
the away from me!
Can we talk?
No!
Can we talk as human beings?
Oh my god. Really? A
Yes.
human being?
Yes.
Let me get the out like I was asked to by the fucking hotel!
Don't get any closer.
We're not doing this.
Oh, hell no.
You're not gonna assault her.
I'm not assaulting her, bro! I'm not assaulting! What the are you doing? I didn't even touch anybody! You guys are...
But this woman's ain't going down without a fight. She's kicking and screaming the whole way while they search her.
Here. Well, yeah, if you just walk down the stairs. Why are we jumping?
Stop! You guys are dying as
They managed to get her into the squad car, but she's still freaking out.
I searched for what?
We're in jail.
I'm not going to jail. What the Why? What did I do to you?
You can't.
What did I do to you?
You assaulted a police officer.
I didn't assault a police
You
officer!
assaulted me. I thought you were gonna hit me.
No, I didn't! This isn't fair! I didn't do anything!
No, stand up. Come on. Come on.
I didn't do anything! No!
An officer tries to reason with her, but it's like talking to a brick wall. In the end, the woman gets slapped with charges for trespassing, assaulting an officer, and resisting arrest. What do you think about how the officers handled it? Well, the woman clearly went off the rails, but it's always good to see officers try to de-escalate the situation, especially the female officer who got assaulted. TikTok user Tristan is living in a real-life horror movie. His house is acting weird, and he's trying to figure out if it's haunted. So Tristan sets up cameras around his place to catch the culprit. The first clip shows his bedroom with a slightly open dollhouse. Nothing too crazy, but then things take a turn for the terrifying. In the next video, Tristan jumps out of his skin as his bedroom door starts shaking violently. It's enough to make you believe in ghosts. Of course, some folks might think it's fake, but there's no real explanation for what's happening. So what's going on at Tristan's house? Let's just hope it's not something that goes bump in the night. This motorcycle chase is gonna have your heart pounding. We're talking a daredevil rider on a bike with no license plate. That's a recipe for a police chase right there. Sure enough, the cops tried to pull him over, but this guy's not stopping for anyone. He speeds off, leading them on a wild ride through the highways of White Settlement, Dallas, Fort Worth. This rider knows these streets like the back of his hand, swerving and turning like a maniac to ditch the cops. It's white-knuckle stuff, especially with other cars on the road and the rider ignoring traffic lights like they're just suggestions. But hey, it works. This crazy motorcyclist manages to shake the cops and disappear. Guess you could say he left them eating his dust. Just remember, folks, stunts like this are super dangerous, not just for the rider but for everyone on the road. So please, ride safe and obey the law. TikTok user SaltSage, aka Sydney, just posted a spooky video that'll have you questioning the afterlife. The clip shows her kitchen in black and white, everything calm at first, but then things get weird. Suddenly, cabinet doors fly open on their own. No wind, no drafts. Paranormal activity, anyone? It's enough to creep you out, especially since the video cuts right there. What caused this spooky kitchen cabinet situation? Sydney has no idea, and the comments are blowing up with theories. Ghostly chefs? A mischievous poltergeist? We may never know, but one thing's for sure, this video is seriously creepy. This last video is from Colombia, and it's gonna make you want to stay inside. A guy is outside a building chatting on his phone, completely oblivious to the fact that he's being stalked. A shady character walks into the building, but instead of heading inside, he's just lurking in the shadows, waiting for his chance. Suddenly, the thief jumps out and snatches the guy's phone before bolting away. The victim gives chase, but let's be real, he's not catching up to anyone. This is a brutal reminder to stay alert, especially when you're alone in unfamiliar areas. Don't be an easy target. On February 10th, 2024, cops got called down to Valhalla Tavern for an ID check. Apparently, the manager sniffed out someone fishy, a woman trying to sneak in with a fake ID. Officer Westerman rolls up to the scene and does his best to figure out who this woman is.
Talk to me over here.
Okay.
What's your name, ma'am?
Josie Walker.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
February 26, 2000.
Okay. What's the address on your driver's license?
310 South Florence Street.
Okay. Do you have any other IDs?
I do not on me right now.
Not like a clear card or anything?
No.
Okay. Let me run this on my computer, just right here.
Okay.
We also asked if she had like a credit card or a debit card or anything like that on her, and she couldn't match that either. Okay. I don't know if that helps you or not.
Okay, thank you. Tell me what ticket you got in 2018 in Whitman County.
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
2018? No.
So you were stopped in Whitman County and given a citation or something. Can you tell me what it was?
No.
Okay. How else can I confirm you are who you are? You don't know your social security number. You can't tell me something that happened to you. I know it was a few years ago, but it was significant enough you'd probably remember.
I truly am not sure.
What's your student ID number?
It's 11.
Turns out she's only 20 years old, way too young to be hanging out at a bar. The officer asks her why she lied about her age, but this woman just keeps digging herself a deeper hole with more lies.
You're not in the WSU directory, which means you've never been a student under Josie Walker. Can you try the student ID number she gave? 1177932. Thank you. Alright. Last chance. What's your first name?
Josie.
What's your last name?
Walker.
Okay. Grace. Why are you been lying to me? So last time, we're going to do this one of two ways. Your picture matches Grace. That's your real name.
I know.
And so, to confirm your identity, I'm going to have to take you to jail, I guess. Because you keep lying and identifying yourself with somebody you're not. I just got sent your student picture. Your name is Grace.
No, it's not.
Okay.
My name is Josie.
Grace, look at your picture. That's you. Is this not your picture?
And look at my ID picture.
Grace,
What?
this is your picture.
Hi. Bye, Josie.
Yeah. No, this isn't you?
No.
Officer Westerman, not wanting any games, detains her while he digs into her real identity, slaps on the cuffs and escorts her to the cop car.
Okay. So, I do have a question.
Sure.
Why am I detained?
For the investigation of false statements,
Okay.
as well as possible possession of a fake ID.
Okay.
Finally, they track down who she really is, and let's just say it wasn't a pretty picture.
Hey Grace, just so you know, you're now under arrest for several different things.
Busted for 4 things: pretending to be someone she's not, criminal impersonation, being underage in a bar, minor frequenting a tavern, feeding the officer a bunch of nonsense, making false statements to a public servant, and to top it all off, she seemed a little worse for wear. Minor in possession or MIP, exhibiting signs of intoxication. Not exactly a night she'll want to remember, that's for sure. The 5th District of Montgomery County PD was on the lookout for 2 goofballs who tried to bust into a building and some bike lockers on Wednesday, February 7th around 9:14 p.m. Luckily, these knuckleheads didn't snag anything. but the cops still want them off the streets. Here's the scoop. There were two guys, both with backpacks. The first one was all decked out in a dark jacket with a hoodie underneath and light-colored pants. The other dude, same story, light-colored hoodie and pants. The cops even got them on camera, and here's hoping they already caught these bozos. Do you ever get that feeling like you're being watched in the woods? This TikTok by Tub88888 might give you chills. The video shows a dog on high alert, staring right into the trees.
Let's go.
You can just barely see a dark figure moving through the branches. Creepy. A lot of people in the comments are saying to always trust your dog's instincts. They might sense something we can't. One commenter, Digital Duncan, said the whole thing gave them the chills and doesn't think that the figure is human at all. Spooky? Maybe, but there's a reason dogs are called man's best friend. They seem to have a sixth sense for weird stuff. People always talk about their dogs acting strange around ghosts or spirits. They might growl at nothing, follow something invisible with their eyes, or just refuse to go somewhere. Science folks might say it's just their super sniffer and super ears picking up on things we miss. They can hear way higher pitches and smell way fainter scents than us. Plus, they're super good at reading our emotions. So if we're freaked, they might get freaked too. But one thing's for sure in this video, that dog knew something was up way before the owner did. Who knows what might have happened if the pup hadn't been there. So next time your dog is acting weird on a walk, maybe stop and listen. They might be trying to tell you something. A Reddit user named Elizabeth Greengirl88 just shared some seriously spooky footage from her security camera. The video shows a strange kind of see-through figure walking by in the dark. It floats past the camera and then disappears. Needless to say, everyone in the comments is freaking out. A lot of folks are convinced this is a genuine ghost sighting. User Lady Pianist 3080 says this video is different from the usual blurry stuff you see online. They don't think it's a camera glitch or anything like that. But here's an interesting twist. One commenter, Sensitive Ad 5331, might have cracked the case. They say that between the 4th and 3rd second mark, it looks like the figure has a cigarette in its right hand. They think the figure blew out a puff of smoke, and the low-quality camera made it look all weird and ghost-like. After taking a closer look, it does seem like a cigarette could be the culprit. So what do you think? Spooky spirit or just a smoker with a bad camera? You be the judge. Well, space rocks can get a little too close for comfort sometimes. Take this TikTok by Nunix Official for example. It shows a meteorite that didn't exactly crumble when it hit the atmosphere. Some folks in the comments even say it looks more like a missile. Now, before you panic, it's important to remember that Earth gets pelted by thousands of meteorites every year. Most are tiny pebbles and don't even make a peep. Scientists estimate we get hit by over 17,000 meteoroids. That's what they're called before they enter our atmosphere annually. Crash course in space rocks. Meteors burn up as they streak through the air, while meteorites are the leftover chunks that make it to the ground. These space pebbles can range from sand-sized to giant boulders, but most burn up as meteors. So is this video the real deal? Small meteorites actually hit Earth pretty often, but they usually land in the middle of nowhere or the ocean, so we don't see them. But when they do hit populated areas, things can get a little hairy. Like in this video. Speaking of the video, some TikTokers are convinced it's a fallen angel, not a meteorite. Others think it's fake. One commenter, Sean Christopher McGee, points out that if it were real, there would be a delay between the impact and the sound. They also say the sound would be distorted if it happened closer. Whether it's a real meteorite or not, one thing's for sure, seeing something falling from the sky is enough to make you want to dust off those childhood prayers. Have you ever heard your name whispered in the dead of night? Yeah, creepy, right? Well, Reddit user IggyTalls15 just posted some security camera footage that'll send shivers down your spine. In the video, you can hear someone very clearly whisper Mike, like right behind him. Mike says he thought it was one of his kids downstairs, but nope, the house was empty. Just him, the pets, and the whispering at midnight. According to Mike, his house is haunted by a crew member who died in a huge explosion back in 1917. Spooky, right? People in the comments are freaking out that he left his dog behind when he bolted. They're like, dude, you gonna leave your dog to fight a demon? But the funny thing is, the dog doesn't even seem phased. Maybe the dog knows this ghost ain't so bad. Mike also says he thought his wife was messing with him through the camera at first, but everyone was asleep. He woke his wife up, and they spent hours freaking out over the video. Here's the even creepier part. Some people in the comments say they can hear the word kill whispered right before Mike. Listen closely and see if you hear it too. The dog even seems to perk up at the first whisper, but again, doesn't seem too scared. Apparently, this kind of thing happens more often than you think. People are sharing their own stories of creepy whispers in the comments. Let's be honest, hearing your name whispered in the dark is enough to freak anyone out. So, are we all just living with a bunch of ghost pranksters? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, this video is gonna give you nightmares. This next video starts with a huge crowd of migrants trying to scale this giant wall right by the Tijuana border. Now, the Mexican Army and National Guard are watching everything unfold, but they can't exactly arrest anyone or stop them from trying. So, seeing their chance, these people decide to take a shot at climbing the wall instead of risking something else. You see men and women scrambling up this wall, desperate to get over. But here's the kicker, the part that'll really get you. Just wait till you see what happens next. These folks are so darn determined, they even put their kids at risk like that. You gotta wonder how bad things must be for them to do something like this. On February 8th, 2022, a woman at Cleveland Hopkins Airport started acting wild. She's flashing rude signs and yelling at cars like a madwoman. And of course, this catches the attention of the cops.
Let's go. Johnson evasive, that female that Ruffin and I had this morning, causing a disturbance up on the upper. Let's go. We're on our way to the train, hopefully. Come on, let's go, Susan. Susan, let's go. Let's go. Susan, this way. Let's go. That way.
They try to talk to her, but she's having none of it. Instead, she ditches them and bolts inside the airport, hiding behind the Delta Airlines desk.
Let's go, Susan. Let's go. Hey, hey. No. Let's go. You don't. You cannot be back here. Let's go. Let's go.
On top of that, she starts swinging at the officers, resisting arrest with everything she's got.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get off.
Let go of me. You do it.
No.
Don't you do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let go of me. She's fighting me now. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? What is your problem? Let's go. Let's go. Susan, let's go. Sandra? All right. Let's go. Don't you bite me. You know what?
The cops, forced to take action, haul her out, kicking and screaming most likely.
God! 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 Help, God! 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 Oh, God!
I got shit up.
Finally, they get her under control and slap the cuffs on her.
You gonna carry that? Yeah. Yeah. I have my car. My glasses are over there. Thank you. I have my my car across the Oh God!
Get off the radio.
Turns out, this woman, Sandra LaRoe, has been a regular at the airport, causing trouble for days. No plane tickets, just sleeping, hanging around, and yelling obscenities at anyone who looks at her wrong, including the officers who keep escorting her out. Well, this time she crossed the line. Now she's facing charges for resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. And guess what? She's pleading not guilty. We'll see how that plays out for her. Forget everything you thought about cuddly elephants. This video shows the not-so-gentle side of these giant beasts. We're talking screams, cries, and a whole lot of terror coming from a jeep full of tourists under attack by an elephant. These creatures are crazy strong. They can lift cars, yank trees out of the ground, and use their trunks like battering rams. No wonder the tourists are petrified after the elephant finally decides to leave them alone. This is a wake-up call. Elephants are wild animals, and even though they might look chill, it's always best to keep your distance. Early Saturday morning around 3:15 a.m., things went boom on Platte Avenue in Sedalia, Colorado. A massive explosion rocked the property, and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office scrambled deputies to the scene. Deputy Walpole gets there first, and what does he see? A house and an RV going up in flames. Without even blinking, Deputy Walpole throws caution to the wind and runs straight towards the fire. Why? To make sure no one's stuck inside. Turns out he finds a woman in a nearby RV who can't move around too easily. Deputy Walpole scoops her right up and carries her to safety.
No, he's over to friends.
Okay. Okay. We need to move, ma'am.
Here's some
Are you okay if I carry you?
Yeah, I have trouble walking.
Okay. You're good, Officer Rob. She's okay, no injuries.
Firefighters from West Douglas Fire then arrived, battling the blaze with everything they've got to prevent further damage. Thankfully, no one got hurt in this whole mess. Now the big question is, what caused this explosion? This cop car footage shows a crazy chase between a police officer and a trucker who didn't want to pull over. Turns out the truck was stolen. What you're seeing now is the aftermath of that whole thing.
Sammy is going into Fear Talk.
Speeding in a giant truck is no joke. You're way more likely to crash. It takes forever to stop, and someone could get seriously hurt. Anyway, after leading the cops in a wild goose chase, the trucker ditches the vehicle, and that's where things get interesting.
¿Cuántos son? 15. A ver, ¿dónde están todos?
The cops find a bunch of undocumented immigrants in the back. They'll take them in, sort things out, and probably hand them over to immigration folks who will decide what happens next, which could mean getting sent back home. But hey, at least the trucker got away, for now.
37 130, 53 North 6th Street, 53 North 6th Street, North 4th Street, possible house fire. Rescue 35 in place of 37, 1622.
Picture a sunny day in Harrisburg, everything peaceful. Suddenly, disaster strikes. A house goes up in flames. Thankfully, the fire rescue team is on the scene fast.
Yep, you're good.
Wagon 3's arriving. Hey, Wagon 3. TV for your boxes fulfilled, showing manpower 3434. identification utilities.
These firefighters waste no time. We're talking hoses blasting water at the fire like a superhero showdown between fire and water.
Wagon 3, you have the water supply. Can you enter 32 the road?
Good.
Engine 32-1 for squad 20. Are we second or third deal? Squad 20 is going to be third deal. And engine 32 deal. Wagon 3.
They then go all ninja on the house, strategically opening doors to get inside and attack the flames head on from within.
I'm taking this.
Yep. Darn squad 20 is right. We're picking up second and address 6th and Greenwald.
The body cam footage doesn't show anyone in the house, but these heroes are working their tails off to make sure everyone's safe and this fire gets extinguished ASAP.
We're pulling back up line on wagon 3. We got a second line. Counting engine 38 to location. Engine 38.
Coming out.
Luckily, it seems no one got hurt. Big props to our firefighting heroes for their lightning fast response and bravery. This TikTok by Alberto Magana is going viral and it's seriously spooky. The video shows the scene in a Tesla that displays the road ahead. Normally it shows cars, people, and stuff like that to help the car drive itself, but in this video, there's something extra. A weird figure walking behind the car that isn't actually there. Alberto says this has never happened to them before, and people in the comments are freaking out. Some say it's a ghost following them, like that time someone saw a bunch of ghost people in a cemetery. Others are joking that it's Elon Musk himself keeping an eye on his cars. But here's the thing, this isn't the first time this has happened. There have been other cases where Teslas showed people on the screen that weren't actually there. One driver saw people walking on an empty road at night, and another saw someone walking along a highway in the middle of nowhere. So, what's going on? Some folks think it's just a glitch in the software or a problem with the sensors, but others are wondering if there might be something more supernatural at play. What do you think? Spooky ghost or tech glitch? Let us know in the comments. This Instagram post by Paranoid Normal is gonna mess with your mind. The video shows a guy just vanishing into thin air. One minute he's there puffing on a cigarette, the next, gone. Some folks in the comments say the guy takes a leap of faith and jumps into a hole, but there's nothing there. It's like he jumped right through the grass. Spooky. Other people are freaked out by a weird dark figure down below where the guy disappears. It almost looks like it's waving him to come down. So, did this dude just step into another dimension? Or is that creepy shadow figure luring him in? There are two main options here. Either this video is really well edited, or we just stumbled onto a portal to another world. What do you think? This is a nightmare come true. A teen snatched right off the street in the Bronx, all caught on camera. The cops are searching high and low for a bunch of guys who pulled this off, and it's easy to see why everyone's shaken up. It all happened at night. Mom and daughter were walking down the street with umbrellas, just trying to get home. Suddenly, a pickup truck screeches to a halt, and out jumps a bunch of dudes. Before you can blink, they grab the teen. The mom puts up a fight, tries everything to get her daughter back, but these creeps are too strong. In the end, the daughter is gone, and the mom is left on the sidewalk, heartbroken. Thankfully, nobody was physically hurt, but this is some seriously messed up stuff. This video shows a crazy scene at the El Paso border. Over 100 migrants trying to get into the US made a run for the border wall. We're talking razor wire getting ripped through, guards getting knocked over. It was intense. See, there were about 600 migrants all gathered at the border, and the Texas National Guard was trying to process them in small groups. Things got heated when the groups were separated, and the video shows the migrants getting desperate, yelling for help, and rushing the border gates. Then a bunch of guys with hoodies, gloves, and winter jackets start yanking on the fencing, creating a gap. The border guards, bless their hearts, try to hold the line with just 5 guys, but the migrants push through. It's unclear exactly what happens next as the video ends there, but one thing's for sure, the border situation is a mess. This traffic stop went sideways real fast. The cops got a weird feeling about something, so they called in their furry partners with super sniffers. We're talking noses 100,000 times better than ours. These pups can sniff out drugs, bombs, even missing people. So the cops sicked the dogs on the truck, and wouldn't you know it, they found the source of the stink. The cops swarmed in, and bam! We see this dude pulled out from under the truck, looking mighty nervous. Looks like they caught him hiding something alright. Ever have that feeling of being watched in the dark? This Reddit post by Katie Cricket will definitely creep you out. She stared at a picture of what looks like a giant face staring down at her from a tree while she was sleeping in her car. Yikes. Some folks in the comments think it's just an owl, but let's be honest. It doesn't exactly look like your average hoot hoot. Things get even weirder when another user, MimiBox, cleans up the photo with some filters. Suddenly, the face looks even more like a person, maybe even a ghost in a blazer with a black eye. Katie isn't exactly thrilled about this new detail. While most people are convinced it's a face, others say it's just our brains playing tricks on us. There's actually a scientific term for this. It's called pareidolia. Basically, our brains are wired to see familiar patterns, especially faces, even when they're not really there. It's kind of an evolutionary thing that helped our ancestors spot threats quickly. The downside? Sometimes our brains see faces in weird places, like clouds, car parts, or even the moon landing. So, what's the real answer here? Believe it or not, it's just a creepy tree. Katie explains in the comments that it was just the way the bark grew that made it look like a face. Case closed. That being said, you gotta admit, this is some seriously convincing pareidolia. Most people wouldn't have guessed it wasn't a face at first glance. A user named Aromatic Sweet 666 just posted a photo that's got everyone creeped out. It looks like a creepy white face peeking out from trees, with dark shadows around it that might be hair. Some folks are saying it's not a face at all, but a classic case of pareidolia. That's when your brain tricks you into seeing shapes, especially faces and random stuff. Ever seen a bunny in the clouds? Pareidolia. But hold on, even if it's not a real face, there is something unsettling about this picture. Other people are saying it looks like Skeletor from He-Man, or maybe someone in a scary hockey mask. And no matter what it actually is, it definitely gives you the creeps. Here's the thing, even if it's just our brains messing with us, it's hard to shake that feeling of being watched. Makes you wonder what kind of creepy crawlies might be lurking in those woods. Maybe stick to the hiking trails next time. A picture is going viral in Japan showing weird light beams shooting up into the sky. It looks pretty wild. The picture was taken over a town called Mikuriya Port, and it shows 9 bright beams reaching straight up. People are freaking out that aliens are invading, but luckily it's not that dramatic. Turns out, this phenomenon is actually pretty well known in Japan and it has a cool name, Isaribi Kachu. Basically, it's caused by fishermen using super bright lights to attract fish at night. These lights are called Isaribi, and under the right conditions, they can reflect off ice crystals in the atmosphere and create those crazy light beams. Scientists say you need really cold temperatures, clear skies, and just the right kind of ice crystals for this to happen. So it's not an everyday thing, but it's definitely not aliens. An engineer who explains science stuff online says these light beams are just an illusion caused by the way light interacts with the atmosphere. So next time you see weird lights in the sky, hold off on calling the X-Files and do a quick Google search first. You might be surprised by the natural explanation. This user on Reddit named TrainingBeat7600 posted a video on the Ghost subreddit that's been scaring people since it went up 5 months ago. Apparently, TrainingBeat just moved into this old place, kind of a house/apartment, built way back in 1912. The weird thing is, the old tenant left out of nowhere. TrainingBeat did some digging and found out there was a bad fire in the basement around 1965. Spooky, right? Here's the craziest part. TrainingBeat uploaded a video they recorded themselves. In the video, you can see a guitar just hanging on the wall. All of a sudden, it starts swinging back and forth by itself.
It's fucking moving. Look, it's my hand.
TrainingBeat is freaking out, just standing there frozen. It might not be the most action-packed video, but it'll definitely send shivers down your spine. Makes you wonder what you'd do if your stuff started moving on its own, right? Cops at the border pulled over a truck, thinking something fishy was going on, but what they found next left them speechless. Turns out the truck was packed with migrants. Now we all know people risk everything to move here, escaping poverty, violence, just looking for a shot at a better life, especially for their families. Seeing this just makes you realize how bad things must have been for them back home. And on top of that, they're all crammed in this truck, sweating like crazy. Probably haven't had a drop of water. If that keeps up, they could get heat stroke. Their organs could even shut down. It's scary stuff. Seeing people go this far for a chance at a decent life is a real eye-opener. This driver is just cruising home from work, taking the same route he always does, but things are about to get ugly. He hits a turn and bam, traffic jams. Stuck like glue, that's when the crazy part happens. Some crooks like to rob in broad daylight, especially in crowded areas. They figure people are less likely to suspect anything, and it's easier to catch them off guard. And guess what? It works for these jerks. Traffic's at a standstill, so the poor guy can't go anywhere. They rob him and disappear before anyone can blink. Yikes. Talk about a bad day. This is the creepy CCTV footage of a home invasion robbery that went down on October 27, 2021. Two shady dudes, hooded and masked up like they're starring in a bad horror movie, walk up to the house. From the footage, it looks like they're planning something nasty. One of these creeps takes a tool and smashes right through the glass door, loud and rude. The camera cuts away for a sec, but then we see one of the robbers dragging a bag out of the house and hightailing it at the gate. But wait, there's more. Turns out, he was just grabbing his stuff for his partner who was waiting outside like a getaway driver. Then this dude casually walks back inside the house. A few minutes later, all three of them come bolting out of the house and jump into their getaway car, disappearing like smoke. Walls might seem like a good way to keep people out, but they're not exactly foolproof. Determined folks can find ways around them, like digging tunnels, using ladders, or who knows what else. But hey, maybe you're still thinking, walls gotta work for something, right? Well, this video might make you think twice. The thing is, climbing over a giant wall is super dangerous. You could fall and break something, mess up your insides, hurt your spine, even get a serious head injury, the whole 9 yards. But guess what? These folks don't seem to care. They're just chilling on the other side, taking their merry time before finally climbing down this rickety ladder they brought with them. Once they're down, they ditch the ladder in a hurry and scurry off like nothing happened. We don't see what happens next in the video, but that climb down? Yikes. Not exactly the safest way to enter a new country. This is just awful. A young punk robbed a 64-year-old man in a wheelchair on a Staten Island bus back in August. The poor guy was just minding his own business, riding the MTA, when this young dude comes up from behind and snatches his wallet. Cash goes flying everywhere, total chaos. The thief grabs some of the money and tries to make a quick escape, but the old man isn't giving up without a fight. Even in his wheelchair, he tries to stop the thief, but the jerk manages to get off the bus. Luckily, we have CCTV footage from a nearby store that shows the thief's face pretty clearly. Hopefully, they caught this lowlife and put him behind bars where he belongs. On May 4th, the cops were called to a truck stop in Torrance County because a couple was fighting like there was no tomorrow. Apparently, the woman, Nikki Akras, had been with her boyfriend, Tyler Stratton, for 16 whole years. They were on a road trip to California to see his family when things went south.
That dude over there, slap her or punch her in the face.
Goddamn eye.
Yeah,
and how's he related to you? We've been together for 16 years.
Okay, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay. You want to press charges?
Yeah, I do. I want to.
I just pulled over to make sure she's okay.
Nikki told the officer she was just chilling in the passenger seat minding her own business when Tyler started hitting her. Talk about a nightmare road trip. The truck driver saw the whole thing go down with Nikki on the ground and Tyler punching her.
And I haven't been driving. I wasn't driving. He has my goddamn keys.
Okay. I was gonna go get a lighter for her so
I
she
got
could
units coming, but
smoke a
can you
cigarette.
ever secure him?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and stay here, ma'am? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Put your hand behind your back and stay seated. Put your hand behind your back.
Okay.
Grids.
Okay, yes, sir.
Why don't you step up?
officers.
The officer slapped the cuffs on Tyler and found a knife on him. Not cool, dude.
So what started the fight? Alcohol. Why were you hitting her? I did. See the blood on me? You guys were in a mutual combatant? No. Alright, let me put you in the car. I'll get this thing straightened out. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. You got anything on you? No, yeah, a knife. I do a knife. I do a knife. I do a knife. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Have you had anything to drink? Yes. How much? Probably about 4 or 5 shots. But I wasn't driving. I wasn't driving. Well, someone had to drive to get here. Don't say anything, please. She was driving, and she had more than I did. If you want to give her blood and alcohol test, then. All right, go ahead and put the cigarette out. I'm not. Okay. Put it out. Drop it. So I'm already under arrest? Until I figure out what's going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. But look, I have blood all over me. I got medical coming.
The cops talked to both of them to figure out what sparked the fight.
So what started the fight? Oh, no, man, it's okay. So you have no idea what started the fight? It just happens fast. I don't know. Jumped out the goddamn truck. This dude. Yeah, we have been drinking. I've been drinking. May admit he was drinking too. He was drinking too. All right. But I've been drinking. I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. Jumped out. Fucking robbed the goddamn shit out of me, and that dude pulled over and saw the whole goddamn. That's why he pulled over.
Nikki said she didn't even know what set him off, while Tyler claimed she hit him first.
I'm not trying to blame anything on her, but she ended up drinking, and she says she doesn't drink liquor, and we got a bottle of Fireball back in as soon as we hit New Mexico, coming out of Texas, and we're supposed to be going to California and having a good time, forget our past, and just. So you guys thought drinking would be a good way to do it? No. Give me a favor, we can leave more. She ended up having too much blood all over me. Yep, she has bruises on both arms. I know she does. I know she does.
Neither of them admitted who was driving the car. Crazy how things can get twisted, right? The officer thanked the truck driver for stepping in and helping Nikki. An ambulance also showed up to check on Tyler. Here's the kicker. Nikki wanted to press charges against Tyler at first, but then changed her mind after the cops found out she swung at him too. Guess they both need to cool off before hitting the road again. Back in 2017, Milwaukee cops jumped into action to save some teens from a fiery mess.
427. I got one black male, unconscious.
A car slammed into a pole and burst into flames, but these officers didn't waste a second. They pulled the 16-year-old driver and another passenger out of the wreckage before things got even worse.
You guys back up! Car's on fire! Back up!
To help save someone, there's no better feeling.
Thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt. The driver, though, learned a tough lesson. A reckless driving ticket is the least of what could have happened. Yikes. This CCTV footage from Bradford shows a kidnapping in broad daylight. 3 masked dudes snatch a guy and shove him into a van. The poor guy fights back, tries everything to break free, but these creeps are way too strong. One of them slams the van door shut, and the driver peels off like a bat out of hell. Let's hope the guy wasn't hurt too badly, and that the cops catch these kidnappers ASAP. Picture this. You're chilling in bed, phone out, trying to catch some Z's. Your cute kitty cats are down on the floor, batting at dust bunnies and being adorable as always. Standard stuff, right? Well, for TikTok user it's Baibi, January 21st, 2023 took a turn from cute to creepy real quick. They filmed their cats playing around, and everything seemed normal at first, but then things get weird. Check out the curtain right around there. See anything spooky? If you blink, you might miss it. But there seems to be a pair of creepy glowing eyes peeking out from under the curtain before vanishing into thin air. Talk about chills. Nobody in the comments can explain what's going on. Ibby, the owner, says there are no stairs behind the curtain, and the other cat isn't looking that way. Plus, her cat, the white and black one, went into a dark part of the house. No way her eyes could reflect that bright. So what in the world is going on in this video? You be the judge. Thanks to some eagle-eyed citizens who spotted these suspected robbers cruising around town, the cops were hot on their tails. We see the police zipping around looking for these bad guys, and guess what? They find them. Turns out these jerks are believed to be behind 8 ATM robberies in just 4 months. Nasty work. Russian authorities say they ripped the machines out of different places and used fancy tools to crack them open. The good news is, the cops caught them before they could hurt anyone. How do they find these criminals on the run, you ask? Well, they use cameras, undercover informants, fancy GPS trackers on phones, tips from the public, and even work with other police forces. Teamwork makes the dream work. Before the awful shootings in Uvalde and Nashville, there was another terrible one at a school in Parkland, Florida. This video shows 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz just chilling at a McDonald's like nothing happened, but just before, he had taken the lives of 17 people and hurt 17 others. Yikes. One survivor said at the trial that Cruz even walked into the McDonald's and asked him for a ride. Crazy, right? This poor guy had no idea he was hanging out with a murderer. The cops caught Cruz just a few minutes later, thankfully.
Come on, mate. What's your name? You're under arrest. You want to be called to prison, yeah?
Looks like the bad guys don't stand a chance against our local heroes. The cops have been on a roll, solving every case. On July 5th, the cops are on the hunt for a guy who skipped out of prison. Turns out, this fella wasn't exactly playing hide-and-seek champion. They found him under a bed in a house in Dogsthorpe after 5 whole days. They weren't messing around though. They hauled him back to jail.
Oh, I've got 2 kids. Played hide-and-seek many a time.
The 4th of July wasn't just for fireworks. On that very day, the cops teamed up with HMRC and found a treasure trove of illegal cigarettes and tobacco, over 250,000 pounds worth.
Oh, got it now. Got it.
They were stashed away in shipping containers at a storage unit and even behind a secret wall in a shop downtown. Talk about sneaky.
Police outside!
On July 3rd, the cops got a warrant for a house in Netherton. What did they find? A whole cannabis factory.
Police outside! Stay there! Hands! Give me your hands now! Okay, okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, sir.
Hello! Grantes!
Yes?
Name?
Grantes.
Grantes!
Yes.
Good morning. You're under arrest on suspicion of production of cannabis. You do not have to...
One dude got arrested, and let's just say his gardening hobby wasn't exactly legal. So yeah, the cops in Cambridgeshire have been busy keeping the streets safe and catching some not-so-bright criminals. This video from May 18, 2024 shows cops trying to put handcuffs on this guy. The guy's all, "Don't touch me," but the cops are like, "Look, we gotta cuff you." Then the guy starts fighting back. 3 cops are trying to hold him down, but he's quick and slippery.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Look, sir.
Don't touch it.
Sir. Look.
I'm trying to let you know right now.
You do not want it to go any. Hey, look. You better. Hey, look.
Get your hands up.
Hey, hold him tight.
Yo, get your hands up.
Turns out he had a knife on him. Luckily, the cops managed to dodge it. They had to book it to safety, and then you hear a bunch of shots, like 9 of them. It's pretty clear who they were shooting at. The video cuts off right there, so we don't know what happened after that. On June 10, 2015, the cops were asking people to help them find 2 guys who robbed someone on Pennsylvania Avenue. They had a video of the whole thing. You see, there were 4 people in an elevator. 1 got off, leaving 3, 2 thieves and their target. The thieves, one in a white t-shirt, the other in a long-sleeved polo, had a plan. When the guy was about to step out, one thief pretended to check something on the elevator door to distract him, while the other one snatched his wallet. Crazy thing is, the guy didn't even notice. The thieves got away with it, and the guy just walked off clueless. There's this video from the Putnam County Sheriff's Office showing what happened right before and after a pipe bomb blew in a cop's face in April. The video shows this guy getting pulled over. The cops ask whose truck it is, and the guy is quick to say it's his ex-wife's, but the cop says the license plate doesn't match.
My ex-wife.
Okay, well, why is her tag on your truck?
I send her the money every month.
It's not registered to this truck.
Don't even tell me that.
I'm telling you that. You got your license on you?
Yes, sir, I do. Give me just a second.
And you got the registration?
720. At home.
Where were you headed, buddy? Can I open the door?
Yeah, go ahead. Lowe's?
You're headed to Lowe's?
Yeah.
Lowe's
like
where?
The wrong way.
Yeah, you're not even freaking close to Lowe's.
I've only lived down here 4 years. I ain't been to Lowe's 10 times.
The cop wants to see the guy's ID and registration and tells him straight up that if he lies, he's going to jail.
Anything in the car you know about guns, drugs, bombs,
I
dope?
got a 22 pistol right there in the seat.
Okay, well don't grab
That's
it.
legal. I'm not retarded.
No dope or nothing in the car?
No, sir.
You don't use drugs?
No.
Have you ever?
I smoke weed, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Is there any weed in here?
A couple roaches, maybe. That's,
yeah, I thought I could smell some.
I ain't lying about nothing.
Okay. So when I search the car, am I gonna find anything?
No, you go right ahead.
The cop finds some weird stuff in the guy's cigarette pack, but the guy denies it's his.
So what are these dope baggies in this cigarette pouch right here for? You use cocaine as well?
No. I got 6 heart attacks.
Okay. Well, what does that have to do with the 3 baggies with the white substance in that cigarette pouch right there?
Don't know.
Hop out for me, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I don't want to take you to jail, but if you're not going to be honest with me, man, you're going to go to jail.
The guy lets the cop search his car, and the cop asks if he's got meth, but the guy says no.
Okay, is there any crack or cocaine in this car you need to tell me about?
No, sir.
Okay, then what's in that?
Whatever, I couldn't tell you there. I don't always have the truck.
Okay. Because I don't believe that story, to be honest.
No, I can pee in a cup and all that.
That doesn't do anything for me. See these little dime baggies?
Yep.
These aren't yours.
Oh, yeah, them are mine. I ain't gonna lie, I had them for weed.
Weed? Well, you stand at...
Some in the store one time and they blew all over the place.
Stand at the front for me.
I ain't never cleaned the truck out.
Oh, yeah?
I bought it from a gentleman that owned the junkyard. Stunk bad, and I just sprayed the seats down is all I did.
Yeah, it's good.
Then, boom, something explodes.
Oh! What the?
Turns out it was a pipe bomb. The cop had to run for his life.
What the was that?
You got a fire extinguisher?
1429. What the hell was that? Start fire. Something just exploded in this truck. Hey, come here. Now, put your hands behind your back. I don't know what the that was, man.
He finally cuffs the guy and arrests him. The guy just keeps lying, even after the cop almost lost his life. Hopefully the cop's okay and didn't get hurt too bad. This guy needs to go to jail. A YouTuber named Jordan G posted a super creepy video. He's a security guard, and one morning at 5:30 a.m., he caught something strange on one of the security cameras. There's this drain on the street, and if you look closely, you can see these glowing eyes staring up from it.
Hey man, so I'm sitting up here at work, right? I'm a security guard, guys. It's 5:38 in the morning. This passageway down there, with the sewer drain, that's locked off actually, and you see them glaring eyes right there, right? Now, mind you, I don't know what the hell that is down there, but it's weird, bro, cause like it popped up, and as the camera, as you can see, is black and white. As the other ones is in color, you see I can zoom out on it, and I can zoom in on it, and the eyes are just glaring. Man, I don't know what the hell that is, man. It's not a person. What the heck? I don't know if it's a dog man or something. It's something back there, bro. But, oh shit.
It's totally freaky. Jordan has no idea what it could be, but a lot of people in the comments are saying it's a legendary dogman. You know, that werewolf-like creature people talk about? It's supposed to be huge and scary with glowing eyes. There are tons of stories about it, especially in Michigan. People say it shows up every 10 years, so what do you think? Is it really the dogman? Or is it something else? Like a weird animal, or maybe even just a reflection? It's definitely creepy either way. You've already discussed the Parkland shooter Nicholas Cruz, but this footage is way more chilling than seeing him at a McDonald's. It's a recording he made on his phone, where he lays out his plan in detail. In one of the videos, he even shows his face and talks about wanting to take the lives of at least 20 people.
Alright, so here's the plan. I'm gonna go take an Uber in the afternoon before 2:40. From there I'll go onto school campus, walk up the stairs, unload my bags, and get my AR and shoot people down at the main courtyard. I'll wait, and people will die. Hello, my name is Nick, and I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018. My goal is at least 20 people with an AR-15 and a couple tracer rounds. I think I can get done. Location is Stone Douglas in Parkland, Florida. It's going to be a big event. And when you see me on the news, you'll all know who I am. You're all going to die.
The calm way he talks about his plan to murder students at his high school is just downright eerie, especially when you hear his final words. There's this body cam video showing cops in Missouri pulling over a car that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. It's like a UFO on wheels.
Well, this is a first.
Hey, how you doing?
I've never stopped a UFO.
I come in peace.
Me too.
All right.
This is interesting.
Huh?
I said this is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the route going to Mexico.
I saw the sign.
Are you coming with us?
I can't. I got to finish working tonight.
Oh, man.
The sheriff's office joked about friendly aliens coming in peace, but said they just got pulled over for bad driving. Turns out the couple was heading to a festival in Roswell, New Mexico, the alien place.
That's right. I said when you're doing 55 miles an hour, it's going to take a week to get there.
Well, I can hit the warp speed if you want me
Well,
to.
I wouldn't want you to do that. I don't want you to get a speeding. Do you have a driver's license and your insurance for this?
Yeah.
Can I see it, please?
Yeah.
I'm going to
get back over here.
Yes,
Yeah.
nervous.
Yeah. I'm the ex-police officer. Are you? Where at?
I was IPD, Indianapolis Police.
Indianapolis PD. I got a buddy that works there, and I also have a guy I know that works at Roswell PD.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a Vietnam vet, so I did 4 years in the Army.
Where's your driver's license?
That is.
No, it's not. You tried it. I don't know that you get along around here being a cattle mutilator.
Indiana daily on.
They were totally cool with the cops and cooperated. The cops checked their car for stuff and found out their license plate was expired. The driver was like, what?
And you have your insurance for this UFO?
Yeah, it's yeah.
And your insurance. Do you know your plates are expired?
I did not know.
Expired in February.
Are you kidding me? I did not know. I did not.
That's okay.
They were all good-natured about it. The cops even took pictures with the crazy car. It's a weird but fun stop for everyone. The couple got a warning and drove off, thanking the cops. Cops in Arlington, Texas just released some cop car video and pictures of a crazy shooting that happened on June 9th. They say this guy named Shannon Boyd shot his ex-girlfriend at a park, and then the cops had to shoot him. They think Boyd was stalking her because he put a tracker on her car. Wild stuff, man. On June 22nd, there was a crazy shootout at Edgewater Park in Cleveland. Like 16 people had weapons. An 18-year-old guy got hurt. There's a video showing people hiding from the bullets. Then you see a bunch of guys shooting back. In another part of the video, the cops are stopping this woman, and she's being a real pain. They had to take her down and cuff her. Another woman tried to help, but a guy stopped her, and she got arrested too. There were these 5 guys on motorcycles and they were ripping it up on the A47 near Norwich last August. A cop in a super fast Honda was chasing them, and he clocked them going over 150 miles per hour. The cops say the bikes were doing 140 miles per hour, but the cops was pushing it even harder to catch them. There's body cam footage of the cop chasing the first guy and telling him to pull over. Luckily, the guy did what the cop said. Now these 5 bikers are in trouble and have to go to court. The cops in Maricopa County released a video of this crazy lady Lisa Luna, who stole a cop car while naked.
You okay? Where's all your clothes out?
I was raped.
You were raped?
Yeah, but I'm okay.
When did this happen? Tell you what, why don't you come over here, ma'am? What's your name?
She was speeding down the highway and the cops chased her. The video shows the cop trying to be nice and get her a blanket, but then she just takes off in his car.
Dang it. Yeah. I think I got a blanket.
tried to stop her but got dragged a bit. He even stole someone else's car to chase her.
Thank you. My truck.
They finally caught her and she's in jail. She's saying she was possessed or something. Crazy story, huh? There's this video of a guy robbing an Uber Eats driver in the Bronx. The robber pulls a weapon on the driver. Then he just hops on the driver's scooter and takes off. Crazy, right? On March 7, 2014, a burglary happened in Silver Springs Apartments. A woman in her late 30s or mid-40s wearing a New York Yankees jacket and a Dallas Cowboys shirt stole stuff from an apartment. She had a big tan or brown bag. She went in and out of the apartment at least 3 times. Hopefully the cops caught her. This Redditor named Leon posted a video on Reddit that's freaking everyone out. He lives in this old, kinda cool house built in 1926. Leon thinks there's a ghost living there, but he says it's more of a playful prankster than a scary monster. He's been trying to catch this ghost on camera for ages, and finally he got something. Check out this video, it's wild. The lights are flickering on and off, and the door keeps opening and closing by itself. It's like something out of a horror movie. Nobody knows what's really happening, but it's super creepy. If I was Leon, I'd be packing my bags. Who cares if the ghost is friendly? That's just weird. A subway station had to shut down because a whole bunch of gang members stormed the place. This video is wild. If you ever find yourself in the middle of a riot, stay chill, don't start any trouble, and look for a way out. Duck down to avoid getting hit by stuff and find a place to hide if you need to. Riots are crazy dangerous. People get hurt, stuff gets destroyed, and it's total chaos. It's risky for everyone involved. Anyway, this video cuts off right when things are getting intense. Who knows what happened next? So this dude, Kenneth Hearn, was wanted by the cops in Scottsdale for a sexual assault that happened a while back. They were trying to arrest him on January 6th, but things went south pretty quick.
It's got some police on the search warrant! Open the front door!
When the cops showed up at his place, this lady and a young one were there. They got out safe and sound, but Hearn was still inside.
I've got my hold on there. Come. Bring your kid. Yep, bring her out. Bring your kid. Can you let me get her? Come here.
It's okay. Okay. Okay.
The cops were like, hey, come on out. Let's talk this over. But Hearn was all, don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
Come out. Come to the front door, hands up and empty. The police! I'm ordering you to do so. We have a search warrant. Come to the front door. Don't shoot me.
We won't shoot you. Keep your hands up.
What do you want?
Keep your hands up.
Please don't shoot me.
Come out with your hands up and empty. Face away from me.
Next thing you know, the cops send in a drone to check things out. Then boom, Hearn starts firing. One of his bullets goes through the wall and hits a cop.
Let me see. Fuck, where am I hit? Let me see.
Another cop shoots back but misses. After that, Hearn somehow managed to escape out a window. The next day, the cops in Phoenix finally catch up with him in Tempe.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up right now. Put your hands up.
They try to arrest him, but Hearn pulls a weapon. The cops have no choice but to shoot him.
Get on the ground.
They rushed to help him, but he died in the hospital. The cop who got shot in Scottsdale is going to be okay. Luckily, both of these shootings are being looked into by investigators. This video shows what happened to Akashdeep, a 26-year-old guy at his home in Wolverhampton. It was around 1 a.m. on June 25th. A person dressed in black showed up at his house with a gas can. A bunch of loud bangs can be heard. Then the house was on fire. Sadly, Akashdeep died, and 2 of his family members were really hurt. Who did this? Why? Was that their plan? Look at the video. The person who did this might be hurt, maybe burned, or their clothes are messed up. There could be other people involved too. Detective Edwards is telling the person who did this to do the right thing. This incident has ruined a family's life. Akashdeep was a loved son. The police are working hard to find the suspects. So this totally innocent guy, Ronald Gomez Mesa, got stabbed to death in the Bronx. His family is heartbroken and wants justice. They say he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, caught up in some crazy road rage thing.
We're not gonna see him at all. We're not gonna see him smile. We're not gonna see him laugh. His daughter is not gonna enjoy his father. We're not gonna be able to see him at all. And that's so unfair.
His sister is begging the guy who did it to turn himself in. People in the neighborhood loved him. They've been leaving candles for him. It all started with a car and scooter crash on a Tuesday afternoon. This woman was holding a bat and she called her boyfriend, who showed up super angry. Then some dude on a scooter threw a bottle at the boyfriend and took off. That's when things got really crazy. The boyfriend started attacking some other guy on a scooter. Ronald, trying to help, stepped in, and that's when the boyfriend went after him. He just stabbed him for no reason.
He just went up to them and started hitting him for no reason, because if he was not even part of that.
One of the ladies that was involved in the accident made a phone call to a person, and this person just came here, stabbing people, punching people, you know, without asking who's who, you know, senseless.
The fight ended up in front of a daycare, and that's where Ronald got stabbed in the chest. He died in the hospital. His family came to New York from the Dominican Republic for a better life, and now this has happened. They're devastated, especially his 3-year-old daughter.
He didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve to be stabbed. He didn't deserve to die.
The police are still looking for the guy who did it. The suspect was wearing all black and red Crocs. Let's all hope that the suspect will be apprehended and justice will be served. This video shows a bunch of Triad Gang guys glaring at some reporters during a rally. They were totally giving off bad vibes, like they were gonna do something messed up to the reporters. Instead of telling the guy to chill, this cop gently leads him away from the reporters. This made people think the cops and the Triads were working together. There had been rumors about them teaming up, doing shady stuff like taking bribes and helping each other with illegal stuff. We don't know if it's true, but what do you think is going on? The Marines got a call about some guy taking a swim in a no-go zone. When they showed up, they told him to get out, but he was like, "No way, Jose."
Hear us right now, okay?
The officer even threatened to jump in and drag him out, but the guy just laughed it off. Finally, the Marines had enough and one of them dove right in and hauled him out. Talk about a cold shower. The guy's in deep trouble now. A YouTuber named Chris went to explore this abandoned school that's supposed to be haunted. It's even creepier because a young one died there. Things get weird really fast. Like 4 minutes in, he finds this random gate that wasn't there before.
Oh crap. I do not remember this being here. Hello? Hello?
It's super creepy, then things go from weird to terrifying.
Shit, look. It's like blood on the floor. Oh shit, there's a bunch. Look at this. There's a trail of blood. That's crazy. What's that? What the hell? That's vandalism. That's foul. What the hell? Somebody was bleeding. Is this real? What the fuck? Bro. It's on the and everything. What?
He finds a room with blood on the floor, a door with 666 on it, and even bullet casings. It's like a crime scene.
Oh, there are bullet cases.
He starts hearing knocking sounds and then something even creepier.
Somebody's in there.
He pulls out his night vision camera and catches this shadowy figure walking through a mirror. Take a look. It doesn't stop there. His other camera catches something even more terrifying, a shadow person running down the hall. This school isn't just abandoned, it's straight up haunted. No one should go there. It's like a horror movie come to life. Can you believe this? Just when you think you've heard it all, there's another story about someone taking advantage of an old person, and this one is really messed up. It happened in church of all places. Can you imagine? 2 young women went to church and pretended to be nice and prayed with this older lady. While they were acting all friendly, they were actually stealing her stuff. It's just heartbreaking that this woman was alone and probably felt safe and comfortable with these younger women around, only to have them rob her blind. It's so sad that you can't even trust people in church anymore. You're looking at one of the most infamous dudes in history. This is Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, one of the 2 guys who pulled off the Boston Marathon bombing back in 2013. They blew up bombs near the finish line, taking the lives of 3 people and hurting a ton of others. It was a total nightmare. The whole city went into lockdown while cops hunted these brothers down. In the end, they caught Dzhokhar, but his brother died in a crazy shootout. It turned out the whole thing was a terrorist attack against America.
Sir, this is what I'm dealing with, and I don't want to deal with it no more.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm sorry!
On June 23, 2022, around 5:30 in the morning, the cops got a call about a loud fight going on. While they were on their way, they found out the guy was arguing with his mom. They also learned he was already on thin ice with the court, having to follow some strict rules. When the cops showed up, the guy was pacing around and yelling at his mom, using some pretty bad language. It took a while to calm things down, enough to talk to both of them.
I was going to take him to a mental
That's
health
okay. I'm gonna
place
talk
to
one
get
at a time. I don't want to talk over nobody.
Nah, look at your face.
He's not.
Hey,
He's not
just calm
being
down, okay?
compliant, and he's 18. I'm just gonna let him go because I can't keep dealing.
So what's the issue tonight?
Keep me out every time she
Hold
sees
on,
me.
I'm sure.
She keep trying to keep me out.
He's been walking back and forth all night, walking back and forth this morning.
Man, I've been asleep the whole night. I've been asleep the whole night to my meds and everything. So everything she telling you, she lying to you, she crazy. You start listening to girl.
No.
You start listening to her.
He kept calling the police on himself yesterday, saying that someone was trying to kill us. I got that one of the police officers and the mental health police officer car in my car. When I tried to call last night,
Let's talk one at a time, okay? Okay, let's talk one at a time, okay? I don't want to talk over nobody.
She don't got birds over here.
this is what I'm dealing with, and I don't want to deal with it no more.
I'm related to people over here. She a bird, she jealous of me.
The guy said his mom stormed into his room and kicked him out, even hitting him. He claimed to have a video of it all, but it only showed his mom packing his stuff.
Cousin, I got 2-3 videos on here like this.
Okay.
So I'm getting his clothes together.
Okay, look. This was Jamie.
This morning.
When she tried it, Jamie had told me when she tried anything on me, if she it record. This is what I been doing. I've been recording her. This is what she been doing, coming in and messing with me.
10-498.
Ever since then, she still keep me. Nah. Don't be mad at me.
I just want.
Don't be mad at me now. Nah.
Okay, well, you know what you got to do, right? You can't make him leave.
Exactly.
He been staying here. You have to go through the eviction process.
I'm going to housing authority today, but today, because I can't stay here like this.
He's been staying here.
Yeah, he needs to be evaluated. It's something else going on. I started getting these clothes.
What kind of medication do you take?
Lexapro and hydrocodone.
So are you packing up your stuff to go?
No, I was packing up his stuff because I'm taking him to be evaluated today, and after that, he can no longer come here. Got these people at my door. It's 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Cause you can't mess with me 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Tired of dealing with this shit for you.
This has been ongoing, and this ain't done nothing but got worse in the last 3 days. So when I try to talk to him about anything, bringing weed in my house, smoking in here.
She just came
running up on me,
Look,
walking back and forth, pointing in my face, trying to put his hands on me.
The cops asked the mom if her son ever got physical, and she said no, but he was really aggressive, getting right in her face and pointing at her while she was trying to clean up his mess. Turns out, the guy was already on probation and had to stay away from his mom in her place. Because he was there and acting crazy, he broke those rules.
Yeah, and there's another one that says he's not supposed to be here and not harassing communications or whatnot. Okay, so it looks like both of them are still active. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So the cops arrested him, took him to jail, and booked him for domestic violence.
I ain't do nothing.
You need to stop.
I didn't do nothing.
Stop.
I didn't do nothing.
Dude.
I didn't do nothing.
You need to stop.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. No.
Put your hand
I
behind
didn't
your
do
back.
nothing. Man, what the hell, bro?
Put your hand behind your back.
So this TikTok guy, WV Paranormal, posts this video of him hanging out in the woods with his young ones. It starts off normal like a chill family day, but then his young one points at something and goes, "What's that, Dad?" And that's when things get weird. Check out the video, it's crazy.
Come on, guys.
What's that, Dad?
I don't. Let's go. Let's go back inside. Come on. Come on, guys.
You can see the strange creature jumping up a tree in the distance. Like, what even is that thing? The dad's all like, "Okay guys, let's get out of here." And they hightail it back to their house. Can you imagine? That's terrifying. I'm glad they got away safely. Nobody knows what that thing was, but it's definitely not something you want to mess with. On June 6, 2023 in Florida, the cops got a call about a crazy scene at a brewery. It was a school's end-of-year party gone wrong. When they got there, they found this wasted woman with 2 other people. Turns out she'd just been fired and wanted to confront her old boss.
Do you know her?
Yes, so I'm the assistant principal. We're here having our end-of-year celebration. One of our other assistant principals was her supervisor, and she had to let her go this year. And so when she saw her, she got very upset, started punching her truck, saying she wanted to kill her. And I think she's saying her emotion.
Right.
Okay, please take this kid out. Just please take her home.
Get her phone. Okay, thank you.
Is this her car?
No, it's my boyfriend's car.
Ma'am, what's your boyfriend's name?
I'm not telling you.
What is your boyfriend's name?
It doesn't matter.
We're trying to help you out, but okay.
But I'm not.
Hey, well, you don't gotta throw your water.
No, I have to.
What's going on? Talk to me.
Because I tried to go in there and talk to a fucking principal.
What happened?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it matters to me. I'd like to know.
I'm not driving.
I know. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you, that's all.
The cops try to be nice and help her out, even calling her boyfriend to come get her. But she was a total mess. She got mad and kicked some random car. The cops told her off, but she didn't care. She even threatened one of them.
We're just hanging out.
Don't make me out. I'm not the fucking person.
Hey, that's not your car, remember?
No, I'm not.
It's not your car.
Oh.
It's not yours.
Oh.
It's alright. It's alright.
Stop. Before you go to jail, stop.
You know I haven't done nothing wrong.
But you can't hit on somebody else's car. That's not yours.
I don't care.
She does it again, she goes to jail. Ma'am. Let's
Guys,
not do
yeah.
that. Ma'am. Hey, look at me.
Mom.
Ma'am.
Look at
Mom.
me. This is your last chance. Look at me.
Mom.
Hey. Can you look at me real quick? I haven't got to talk to you yet, okay? Can you look right here? Just focus on me. I've already talked to your boyfriend who's going to pick you up, and you get to go home, and then just do whatever you want to do the rest of the day. Right?
Yeah.
So just listen to me. All
So,
right?
I'm
let's
the
stay
fucking
calm.
person
Can you just hear
that
me?
gives
I hear you.
bullshit.
I hear you, but please don't strike the vehicle anymore or I'm gonna have to take you, okay?
Come on.
What, are you threatening me?
Come on.
I don't know if you want.
Patricia, come on. All right, can we just relax, please? We're giving you a
We're helping you out.
here.
The officers had to put her in handcuffs and shove her into the cop car.
Nothing, nothing.
Yeah. Here, take this on for you.
Let her bag.
Come on.
Keep your hands right here. Hey.
Don't fuck with me.
Stop. Come on.
Don't fuck with me.
You're making this way worse.
I'm not.
Let go. Stop. Let go.
Don't fuck with me.
Let go, please.
Don't fuck with me.
Ma'am, let go.
Calm down.
Let go.
Let me get your purse. Let me hold your purse.
Let go.
Only.
Let go. I will give it to her. Let go.
Let it go.
Only Miss Felicia.
Let it go. Stop.
You gonna give it to me?
Only Miss Felicia.
Okay.
Let it go.
Let's let it go, baby. I'm right here.
Got it?
No.
You. Hush.
She was still being a total pain, kicking one of the cops. Can you believe a teacher acting like that? They ended up charging her with being drunk and crazy and resisting arrest. She really made a mess of things for herself. Check out this TikTok by AJTTK. They caught something crazy on their security camera back in 2019. It's like a ghost running past. People in the comments are freaking out, saying it's the real deal. They're sharing their own ghost stories too about seeing white ladies and even dead bodies as ghosts. This isn't just a shadow or something blurry, it's a whole person. That's what makes it so creepy. Usually ghosts on camera are kind of blurry or just a shadow, but this one looks almost real. Some people think it's just their eyes playing tricks or something with a light, but it's hard to explain it away. This might actually be the real deal. This YouTuber named Charles Taylor dropped this totally wild video back in 2012, on August 23rd to be exact. He and his buddies were just hanging out in Norway, messing around with a camera by some lake, when they caught something super weird on film, like they have no clue what it is, so they're asking everyone to help them figure it out. You gotta check it out.
Dude, it just broke into two now. Now it's gone. Nope, now it started up again.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's ice.
Pretty sure ice doesn't move that quickly. No, there's no way that's a motorboat.
That's bizarre.
We're way too high up. There's no access. Dude, if that was a snake, there's no way we could see it from this height. Yeah. Oh, there it goes again.
Alien, dude.
Dude, that's my explanation.
You guys ready to go soon?
I'd like to watch this a little longer.
Alright,
If that's okay.
There's a strange thing moving around in the water that looks like some kind of creepy worm monster. That's what Charles calls it in the video title, and it totally fits. But who knows, maybe it's something else entirely. Whatever it is, it's freaky and unsolved. So if you ever find yourself in Norway, keep your eyes peeled. So there's this video of 3 young people in the UK who say they're vegan activists. They walk into a grocery store and start dumping a bunch of milk all over the place. I mean, I get that they're trying to stand up for animals, which is cool and all, but come on, wasting food and making a huge mess? That's not really the way to do it. They poured every single bottle of milk onto the floor, making a total mess. Check out the young man holding the sign. He looks kind of lost, like he's not totally into it. And get this, at the end of the video, he just disappears and leaves the sign behind. Seems like he had a change of heart about saving the planet while throwing away a ton of food. This person works security at a hospital and is usually a skeptic, but this one thing freaked them out. They found a wheelchair on the other side of the hallway, and then later it was moved and facing a different way. People in the comments are saying it's totally haunted.
See, I. No.
One person said they also work at a hospital and their coworkers told them scary stories at first, but they didn't believe them until one night they saw a young one's leg around a corner, but there was no one. It's like hospitals are ghost magnets or something. Anyone else got a spooky hospital story? It's dead at night, and some dude on Reddit, SelectStock9091, is scrolling through their security camera footage when they spot this weird glowing thing floating around outside. People in the comments are going crazy. Some think it's an orb, like one of those spooky glowing balls people talk about. Others thought it's probably just a bug or even a plain old lightning bug. There is even a crew who's convinced it's just a wonky camera thing or a reflection. Then you've got Consideration Fit 3175 who's basically having a field day. They're throwing out ideas like maybe it's a spider on a thread, chilling in the breeze, or aliens are having a fairy civil war, and this is a premonition of their revenge. They even joke about it being a fancy alien fairy sipping a mint julep. It's wild. Now the orb thing is a whole other story. It's basically the shiny round light that shows up in photos and videos, and it's been a hot topic for ages. Some people swear they're spirits or angels, and there's all these old stories about glowing balls being signs from the gods, but then there's the other side saying it's just dust or water droplets reflecting light. It's like one of those things where you can believe whatever you want. So back to our mystery floating thing. It could be anything from a harmless bug to something straight out of a sci-fi movie, or maybe it's just a trick of the light. Who knows, right? It's definitely something to ponder. There's this video making the rounds that's got everyone puzzled. This YouTuber named Dina Zalfa posted it, and it was filmed in a place called Itapecuru Mirim in Brazil. You gotta watch it closely because something super weird happens.
Na porta, desogenou, pegando aqui. Ixi, foi isso aí, cara, hein? Tu não viu não, cara? Não nada não. Sim, estamos aqui na porta do nosso amigo Genô. De novo, cara. Ixi.
There's this flash of something big and fast zooming past behind a couple of people. It's like, whoa, what the heck was that? The person who posted it says it's a car, but come on, it doesn't look like any car we know. Plus, there's no sound.
Na porta, desogenou, pegando aqui. Ixi, foi isso aí, cara, hein? Tu não viu não, cara? Não nada não. Sim, estamos aqui na porta do nosso amigo Genô. De novo, cara. Ixi.
People in the comments are losing their minds. Some swear they've seen something similar, and one guy, BamBamBam2000, says he saw something like it but zigzagging. He's like, I know it sounds crazy, but I saw it, so I believe it. If you look real close, there's a shadow that pops up before the thing itself. It's like eerie, right? Some people are even saying it's a werewolf based on another video they saw. So is it a supernatural creature or just a regular person on a bike that looks spooky because of the bad camera and the darkness? The internet is divided, and the werewolf theory is definitely gaining some traction. In 2023 in Chicago, this crazy thing happened that got caught on camera. A woman's just walking down the street with her suitcase, minding her own business when all of a sudden this car screeches to a stop beside her. Next thing you know, some dude jumps out, all masked up and waving a weapon around. He was with a couple of other guys too, all looking pretty scary. Crazy thing is, the woman stays super calm even though the whole situation was terrifying. These jerks stole her stuff, but for some weird reason, they left her suitcase alone. Then they just hopped back in their car and took off. I mean, can you imagine the fear that woman must have felt? It really makes me so mad to think about those lowlifes. So this TikToker, Hotel Juchitepec, drops this video of a hotel room with a bunch of roses. Cute, right? Well, not so fast.
Arregló con pétalos de rosas. Qué bonito. Qué bonito que todavía se encuentren hombres caballerosos y muy detallistas. Qué bonito que todavía se encuentren.
People in the comments are freaking out because they hear a scream in the background. Okay, maybe it's just young ones messing around, no big deal, but then this TikToker drops another video and things get way weirder. Look closely at the window. There is a face there for a split second, but it's not just any face. It's pale white with these huge dark eyes.
Aquí más cerquita. Aquí más cerquita. Sí, miren, ahí se ve, se alcanza a ver una cara, unos ojos. Vamos a ver.
People are losing it in the comments. It's straight up scary. Then the TikToker goes inside the hotel and something crashes.
Aquí pues no se ve nada. Y aquí está la tele donde estábamos, donde se supone que se veía, pero no se ve nada. No entiendo qué. ¿Por qué se ve? ¡Ah! ¡Ay!
Like, what the heck? Did the ghostly face thing cause that? If this is real, this hotel is about to become the place to be for ghost hunters. There's this old fancy ship called the Queen Mary that sailed the ocean a long time ago. It's like a floating hotel but with a spooky twist. People say it's haunted. This one Reddit user, Butthurt2K, shared some old photos they took of the ship as a young one. Apparently, the person taking the photos started crying after seeing something weird. And then, when they took a pic in this closet, they caught something spooky on camera. Queen Mary has a wild history. It was super fast and even won an award for it. Then it was used to transport soldiers during World War II, which is kinda creepy on its own. After the war, flying got popular, so the ship retired and became a hotel or museum in California. That's when the ghost stories really took off. People claim to see all sorts of spooky stuff on the ship. There's a swimming pool where they say you can see ghost ladies in old swimsuits. The engine room is haunted by a young guy named John who died in a tragic accident. And then there's the grand ballroom, where a ghost lady in white likes to dance. The creepiest part is this cabin called B340. People say it's super haunted, with lights flickering and stuff moving on its own. It was even close to guests for a while. So back to those photos. Some people think they show a ghost, but others say it's just a camera glitch. What do you think? TikToker Lend a Hand Eerie has this whole creepy collection of dolls, and let me tell you, it's straight up terrifying.
Oh, I think that's because I leaned on the bed, though. I don't think that's supernatural, but that scared the
From the get-go, these dolls have been acting possessed. Sure, she tried to explain away the first weird thing as an accident, like, oh, I just bumped into the doll. But then you see this other doll move all by itself, and it's like, whoa, hold up.
Get rid of my dollies. I can't even get rid of my dollies. I like them too much.
The one with the hat? That thing is the MVP of possessed dolls. It's like it's auditioning for a horror movie. Some of these dolls are even turning the room into an icebox. Can you imagine sleeping next to that?
Freezing, dude.
Justin. Justin. You good? Baby?
You gotta watch these videos slow-mo style to really see how creepy the doll movements are, but trust me, it's gonna freak you out. The couple also caught something super disturbing on their home security camera.
Please, scare me.
Ready? Open your f***ing window.
You're gonna hear 3 knocks.
They're talking about a shadowy figure that showed up, and they even called the cops, but nada.
First one, and the second one, and the third one. Play it. Second, third.
Meanwhile, their doll collection is having a full-on party, moving around on their own. It's like these things are getting more and more confident. They're messing with a couple of stuff, like moving their dinner and Ring camera, but the real nightmare fuel is when they show what happened with the Chucky doll. You gotta see it to believe it.
That'd be a mess. Let's see. It was Chucky. Oh no, move, goddammit. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, joke's over.
People on TikTok are losing their minds over this. They're saying it's the most legit haunted doll footage ever. Even the skeptics are starting to question everything after watching the series. One TikToker said she had to stop watching because she didn't want her old Cabbage Patch doll to get any ideas. And that shadowy figure, did it come from one of the dolls? I mean, it's a crazy theory, but it's definitely got me thinking. On May 2nd, 2023 in Clearwater, Florida, the cops got a call about someone shooting at a house. When they got there, the guy who called said 2 people were attacking him because he defended a girl.
They attacked you?
They attacked me.
Why?
Because I was trying to defend a girl.
Okay. Do you need medical attention?
No.
Alright, just one sec.
No, they attacked.
The cops went to the house where the attackers were.
Hey, he's saying he was battered by these 2 guys.
We're just waiting for more units.
Alright.
A guy answered the door and was all up in the cops' business, asking why they were there. The cops told him they were investigating the shooting.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Not approach them.
Just hang out over here, sir, okay?
What's going on? Why are y'all in my yard right now?
Because we're conducting an investigation. Because someone called saying there were shots fired. So that's how it's going. We're not taking your word for it. We're standing right here.
Do what you got to do then.
All right? That's what we're gonna do.
Do what you got to do. No, go in the house. Go in the house.
We'll lock the house down. We don't care. We'll lock the house down.
What you mean?
We'll surround it. Doesn't matter.
Y'all don't get on my mama party.
Hey man, y'all ain't finna be walking around my house like this.
Go stand over there.
Straight up. Now let my dogs out. Y'all ain't got no search warrant, no nothing. So can y'all please get off my property?
Back away from me.
I'm finna let my dogs out. Don't worry about it.
That's on body camera. You let them on me, that's on you.
What are y'all looking for? What are y'all looking for?
We gotta call that someone was shooting.
Okay,
all right?
someone shooting. Can y'all please conduct an investigation and get off my property?
That's what we're doing now.
Okay, please. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. You better ease back. Mark, hold on. In the house, bro. I got this. What's y'all on? What's y'all on?
These guys were really entitled and aggressive.
Back up. Back up.
I will lay your ass.
Back up.
Don't fucking touch me.
Back up.
I don't give a fuck because you touch me. I'm going to cuff your ass.
Come on,
believe it.
On the ground right now, dude.
Hey, no, come here.
Walk away. You started not me. Think this is shit I'm talking about.
All right, ma'am, you need to go this way.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Go.
Don't touch me.
You need to go.
Don't touch me.
Let's go. Let's go.
I can walk myself. Don't touch me.
Go. Just walk.
I need to get off me.
Just walk. Come on.
Things got heated and the cops arrested one of the guys. They handcuffed him and put him in the back of the police car.
Excuse me.
This way.
Don't touch me. I got the door.
Yeah, you will.
All of y'all, for what? All of y'all, for what? For what? Ain't no.
You're a bitch. Your mama bitch. You.
For what?
Man, don't come over here. Don't touch my mama. Okay. Don't touch my arm. Don't touch me.
The guy was charged with a bunch of stuff, including assaulting police officers, threatening them, resisting arrest, and showing off a weapon. He went to jail but was released the next day on bail.
Left into Julie's tacos, it looks like. You can send me Braggerville units.
So there's this guy driving a gray Toyota in Kinney County, and he gets pulled over by a Texas state trooper. Instead of doing the right thing and stopping, he floors it and takes off.
Spring Street. Took a ride on Spring, headed back towards 90, headed back towards Del Rio.
Hey, they both have to get off and start trekking. Towards Brackenville. I repeat, heading back towards Brackenville.
$75 miles an hour. Any time you have taken up spice of life. We're getting close to Spring Hill, 693. Hey, on the shoulder.
Stay in the trunk.
Come into the city of Brackenville, past 693.
The cops chase him down until he finally crashes into a gate and comes to a screeching halt.
1050.
He and his buddy try to make a run for it, but the cops were too quick and caught him.
Get on the ground! On the ground!
When they searched the car, they found 6 people hiding inside, including 2 in the trunk. These people were from Guatemala, Honduras, and Ecuador. And that's not all. They also found 2 weapons. The driver, a 26-year-old named Donald Graves, and his passenger, 25-year-old Najua Harris, are both from Louisiana. Turns out, Graves is a wanted criminal with a long rap sheet. He's part of a gang in Baton Rouge and is wanted for murder. Can you believe it? Both of them are facing serious charges for smuggling people. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.